Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to talk about how to do a sparkle paint job, particularly on a guitar. It's a fairly common request that I've been getting, so I'm going to teach you how to do it with spray cans. What I've done is I've just done some base coat on this guitar. It's simply matte black right now. You can use any base color you want. You just have to make sure that it matches up to the sparkle that you're using. So, I mean, I'm not going to provide you with a bad example, but just don't use colors that clash, because your sparkle paint, generally speaking, isn't going to be fully opaque. So you need something that's going to work well with whatever you've got under it or whatever you're putting over it. In this case, like I said, I've got black. I'm going to do a fairly subtle sparkle using a blue metallic paint, which I'm just going to kind of put on there gently. It's, like I said, a very straightforward process. You can get a more aggressive sparkle paint in an aerosol can, and you would use it the same way, and it would just have more of a metal flake appearance, as opposed to kind of that shimmery sparkle that I'm going for. Now, it's pretty straightforward. What we've got our base coat. I've allowed it to dry completely so that I don't have to worry about any chemical issues. I'm just going to take a Scotch pad and scuff it up a little bit. We'll just do it on the top of this guitar for demonstration purposes, but you can apply the same technique all over. I'm going to scuff it up so that I make sure that my new paint will stick. As we've talked about before, are two ways for paint to stick, mechanically and chemically. In this case, because this is dry, that paint's not going to bond on here chemically. So I have to sand it so it can bond mechanically. And then I'm going to make sure that it's nice and clean. You should use a tack rag to do this, or some wax and grease remover if you've been touching the surface of your guitar. And that's about it. That only took a few seconds. If you don't know how to base coat your guitar, take a look at one of my How to Paint Your Guitar with Spray Cans videos. I have a series of those, and that should give you all the information you need about that. So now I'm going to bring you in closer. I'll do the commentary and voiceover, and you can see what I'm going to do. So I'm using kind of a subtle metallic here, and you're going to see at first I'm dusting it on from pretty far away, and that's to give it just kind of a light sparkle, so you can see that sparkle has the background color coming through, and it's just kind of adding that pearlescence to it. This doesn't adhere very well when you do it like this, but it does give that nice effect, and you need to seal it in afterward with some clear coat, and once you've done that, it should stay on there just fine. So the clear coat will really seal it in. It's got lots of room to bridge between those particles. Now you can also, of course, take a more aggressive sparkle to do this same thing, or you can do what I'm about to do here, which is to, I don't know if you'd call this a sparkle job. This would be essentially a pearl job, but I know there are some misnomers out there, so I figured I might as well show both. You can take this same material and apply it more heavily. I'm doing kind of a fade in this case, so I get both effects on the same guitar. And then you have a little bit more opacity there, and you're still going to get a lot of sparkle, but you're going to get that background color showing through. So those are two different kind of ways of using this paint. It's fairly versatile, and you can get a couple different effects. But you can also go in and buy the glitter paint if you prefer that, and you can even put that on top of the metallic to get a more aggressive metal flake type of look. So guys, that's really all there is to getting that sparkle effect. You just lightly put your sparkle on there. Keep in mind that it's not going to adhere very well if you dust it on very lightly, like I showed you at first, to get that more subtle sparkle. So you will want to seal that in with clear coat for adhesion purposes, as well as getting a good finish. And then you can use a metallic or a sparkle in a slightly more opaque manner to get that kind of look. If anybody was thinking of doing a faded sparkle, well, there you go. Again, you're going to want to clear coat this regardless. You'll get a better shine that way, or you can make it matte. Essentially, it's an important part of protecting your finish, and for that you can just use a simple gloss clear. Make sure you apply it in reasonably, not too heavy coats so that it doesn't run or peel or any of that crazy stuff. Let it dry. For this stuff, I let it dry 2-3 days usually. Sand back to the highest grade I possibly can, and then polish it. I have some tutorials on that as well if you need them. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to give you an answer. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.